today in the juvenile breeding cage. I shouldn't say juvenile. Everybody is 18 months, which is crypto right here. Our 66% het Azanthic tiger. And they all got a fresh, clean enclosure, and we changed it up in there for them today. And I put him in there to hopefully provoke Balthazar here and or crypto, either one. I don't care which at this point, to lock in to dividend our nerd line Darwin albino carpet python. And we have Balthazar over here, our caramel carpet python. And they are now starting to get a lot of activity in their cage. Now they've been cleaned, bathed, and a whole new substrate and everything going on there. And we're bringing them in, and we're hoping with this storm that's coming in and this cold front to stimulate some breeding activity. I'm going to leave them in. Normally the males would fight, but these guys, I put him in there yesterday and they went into the hide, dividend and crypto, and Balthazar didn't pay them no attention. And as you can see, Balthazar really not paying her any attention at all. But crypto is intertwining around her, looping around her, getting his body onto hers. And as you can see, Balthazar, pretty much since they've been in there since September. We gave them a November 1st feeding, and it is November 12th now. And I've caught them locked together one time, and then after that, they have not been cohabitating hardly at all. They've been at one end of the cage or the other, and I hardly see them together. Unlike over here with Jasper and Mary. Jasper is up on the perch sunning, and Mary down below, she is just resting. And as you can see, she looks engorged in her stomach area, like she's just eaten, yet she has not had anything to eat since October 6th. And he has been constantly locked up around her, tail up under her. We've caught several confirmed blocks, and they have had multiple courting behaviors, and every day they seem to be closer and closer. And these guys, yeah, you can see Balthazar, he coils up and does his thing. And since I put crypto in there, we might not be getting our sun glow. We might just go straight to het Azanthic albinos, and then breed them back and take a shortcut to the snow project. We were thinking he is a little early, but you know, he is 18 months old, and he was producing sperm plugs in his shed, and we put his shed in with them, and it barely got any attention from Balthazar, but yet Dividend, she was all curled up all over the shed, and then the next day I put Crypto in, which was yesterday, and they have been pretty much inseparable. Today I went and bathed everybody and gave fresh bedding to everybody, and as you can see, normal, no fighting behavior out of Balthazar. And Crypto over here, he is all up over her tail all the time, all day, since he got in there. And they have been in the hide together. When they're not in the hide together, they have been like this. And they just got out. So hopefully we catch a lock. I will let everybody know, but more than likely we are going to have some het albino, tiger, het azanthic tiger, and maybe, yes, maybe we might get that 1 in 32 chance of getting a actual visual snow, but the odds of that, yet again, are 1 in 32. We will have more luck of taking a male that looks albino, that carries a lot of the blue azanthic gene. If we have one of those males, breed that back to her in 18 months to get to the snow project. That is the keynote. But yeah, this is looking to me like good luck next year sort of situation. They're young, immature. She, Dividend, this is her first year old enough. She is a 2020 and she's 3 years old. A lot of people like, they're mature at 3, but a lot of people like to wait till they're 4 to breed them. And this is my first year breeding back, and we just have this pair right here that is old enough to breed, other than these guys over here. And why not? I conditioned them all year. These are long-term, for all season long, being acquired and bred. So why not put them together and give them a shot? And we'll see what happens here and keep everybody updated on their progress. And like, as you can see, they show a lot of attention towards each other. They're constantly, since they got put together, all intertwined and rubbing up against each other. And Balthazar is, well, this is what he does. This is what they do. And so we might not have albinos. We might have plenty of het albinos and het azanthic, and tigers and Darwin and albino Darwins and Darwin het azanthics. And like I said, maybe, just maybe, we'll get a visual azanthic, but that is not in the cards. And well, I shouldn't even mention it, because on a Pondent Square, that is like out in left field. So edit that. But we will definitely get tiger and albino het azanthic, and like I said, 1 in 16 chance of a albino het azanthic, or the odds of getting a visual azanthic are practically nil. But the gene for the snow is highly likely in this project. And, well, it might happen, but the odds are this is what's going to happen next year. But I'm still going to keep them together just because until, you know, Balthasar decides that Crypto's a good fight, or Crypto decides that he's tired of Balthasar being in there and they start doing the carpet fight. But other than that, these two are acting right, like they want to mate, and are showing positive behavior. And I'm looking like the Sunglow might not happen. I might have to acquire a different albino for him, or just wait him out for another year and see if they get together, or see if the one time that they did lock together that I caught that it took, but that was way early in the season, like in September, and the odds of her having follicles and him actually having sperm developed. I mean, I was cycling them in cold temperature and getting there strictly on ambient air with a hot spot, and we reduced them down to an LED bulb, so their hot spot gets 82 degrees, and we keep them cold and chilled here at 74 degrees ambient air temperature. So she should be developing follicles. I mean, that is correct procedure. On to get that happen, he should be developing sperm, and Crypto has been cycled. He, although was not withheld food, he has been fed, because I didn't really think I was going to breed him, because he was so young. We did put him in there for a week or so with Mary, but, that was just, not even going to happen sort of situation. She just put him in his place, and he hid in the hide with her, and they were nice and friendly, and no locks, no nothing like that. But either way, even if he does, Crypto, Jasper, doesn't matter. They're both tigers. The only difference is Crypto is heteroxanthic, and Jasper, the person did not know the true crossing of the heterozygous gene of any genome on that, and we are still planning on getting a shed sample sent in and find out exactly what he is, so we can correctly and accurately tell everybody and represent him correctly in this upcoming breeding, because we know Mary is a wild line, and he is obviously a striped tiger, not a pure tiger, 100% tiger with a pure dorsal stripe, but a nice variegated stripe, which is, most people call that is a tiger instead of a striped. And I did buy him as a striped, but I'm going with that was mislabeled as a, because striped is a full dorsal striped all the way down the body, and he obviously has a few broken spots. I mean, I haven't been able to take him out, but if you look on the tail, there's broken spot, and I do see a couple broken spots in his stripe. I mean, he could technically be striped, but that is also tiger. But that is neither here nor there. We will find out exactly his exact heterozygous or any other genome that is in him when we get the sample back from his shed and have him sampled. But these guys here, lot of activity